Hey guys, Flipping with Sean coming at you today live. Kind of a snowy day here in Denver, beginning of January. So 2019, we're in that hustle mode. I ran about 60 deals this morning just on paper off, the MLS and Craigslist and Zillow for sale by owners coming soon, that sort of stuff. So was hitting it hard this morning. Didn't find too much of a deal. But this afternoon, I'm headed out to see a wholesale property that they're showing today. That's kind of a make us an offer type situation, and then I think they're going to take the best one. So, going to head out to check that out today at 4. Excuse me, but that kind of brings up a topic before I head out to look at this flip and kind of analyze it and see how much money, we're going to need to flip it and see how much money it's going to make us. To give them a solid offer number. It's kind of a good time to talk about how to analyze a flip deal, what numbers you should be calculating, what numbers you need, and all that sort of fun stuff. So basically the first thing though, guys, is you need really 3 solid numbers when it comes down to everything else. Off these numbers you can find all your other numbers that'll be important, but the 3 solid numbers that you really need to know that are going to be up to you to determine are going to be the buy price, right? So what you're going to offer to try and get the deal, and if you get that deal, that's what you pay for it. That's also going to determine how much your financing costs, how much your closing costs are, all that fun stuff. So that's kind of the first really important number. Excuse me. The second number to know is the repair value. So you got to know the repairs. That means you got to walk the property. You got to have a really good repair estimator sheet that will give you a good value in terms of how much these properties, what it's going to take to fix up. For example, I've got a really good program that I use that's online, and then I also do a backup program that calculates it all on an Excel spreadsheet and prints me out all my costs. But basically, I'm going in, I'm saying, hey, a new kitchen in this place is going to cost me 12 grand. Appliances here are going to cost me 6 grand. Each of these bathrooms is going to cost me, 6, 7 grand, whatever. I've got different numbers for everything, and it depends, what type of finishes we're going to use on these. But that's essentially the second number you need to know is the repairs. And that, the repairs is the toughest thing, to be honest with you. You got to go in there, you got to inspect the property, and there may be some stuff that you don't know about. So I like to leave a contingent number 2 to leave yourself a little bit of room in case you run into faults or anything that's going to cost you, a little bit more money. Sorry guys, I filmed kind of weird off my phone here. And we got the sun coming in up there, so I'll do this. But anyways, guys, so after the repair value, you need to find out the what you're going to sell it for value. So the after repair value, and that is the all fixed up value. And this number is super important. You're looking at comps. You're kind of determining, what this property someone will buy for it in 3 to 6 months after you finish it. And this is the make or break part. If you do a really bad comps or you use sloppy comps, you don't really take your time, maybe there's not a lot of comps in the area, you can screw yourself. And when I say screw yourself, I mean you can end up eating money, paying more money to get out of a deal. And that sucks a lot, right? We want to be coming out of deals with like thousands of dollars, literally thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. And so those 3 numbers are really solid, and it's up to you to determine all 3. And the case I'm going to this afternoon, I have to determine the purchase price I'm going to put in. So luckily this cool program that I use, because there's so many different detailed costs, you guys. I mean, there's going to be selling fees that are going to add up for different real estate stuff. There's going to be all sorts of buying fees. You may have to pay points to the loan origination person. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head all the fees and stuff that are calculated, but there's so much that goes into it that you really need a nice detailed spreadsheet that gives you all your costs. And then you kind of need to have a good idea of what repairs are going to cost you, and each contractor is different, but that's a whole nother story. So your repairs, you really need to have some room to make sure you're going to get quality contractors, essentially. So you can't be cheaping stuff out, you guys, because your stuff won't sell. It won't sell, and if it does sell, it'll sell for cheap if it's really bad quality. And you don't want that. I mean, that's not what we do. I see a lot of people who do that. cheap everything. And people see right through that. Appraisers see right through that. Real estate agents especially see right through that. And they're like, no way, I'm not letting my client pay for that. Lowball. Sit on the market 30 days, end up, price reducing 3 times, making no money. Not how we do this. And we don't, add appreciation value in. So we're not going to say, hey, we think the market's going to go up 5% of the time we're going to sell this, so we're going to add that in. No, we don't do that. We do it in today's market value, so we don't lose our ass. And so those are essentially the 3 numbers you need to know. And finding comps, that's going to be a real estate agent. I know there's tools out there, but since I'm a real estate agent, I don't really know what tools these people use to find comps. I know you can kind of use Zillow and stuff, but realistically, that's not good. So partnering up with an agent's good. And yeah, guys, that's what I got for you today, is just a little bit about analyzing deals. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more of, hear more of. Hopefully I'll be able to walk you through a deal that we pick up here in the next week or 2. We're on the hunt. This year we're going to make 2019 a killer year. So thanks for watching, guys.